morning and welcome to another episode of the marathon. My name's Mare, his name's T-Bone, and we are headed out this morning to go for coffee at a friend's house. I actually met Deb in like baby time when Thomas was a newborn and her son was a newborn. So we've been friends for almost 9 years, which is pretty wild. We had a really chill morning. I finished a book last night. I read 9 Perfect Strangers by Leanne Moriarty. She wrote Big Little Lies. It was good. And then I started reading The Cactus this morning. I forget who wrote it, but it's part of like the Reese Witherspoon book club, so you know, it came highly recommended. It's okay so far. I'm about 25% in. And then I'm listening to the new Mare Reads book club pick, which I just announced yesterday. It is the New York Times best-selling memoir by Jessica Simpson called Open Book, and I'm really enjoying that so far. So as we drive, actually, I just added the Jessica Simpson what's it called? Not hits, essentials playlist on Apple Music, so we're gonna listen to that and drive and go have some much needed coffee this morning and adult time. And just like that, we're home. We had a really nice visit with my friend Deb, and now we are back, and Thomas is having a peanut butter sandwich for lunch and a little Mickey time. I'm gonna watch The Good Place, and I am having leftovers for lunch. My mom made some rigatoni when she was here a couple days ago, so I've added some quinoa and vegan parm to that. Have some lunch. Saturday off to a good start. Although when you're a parent, are you ever like, it's only noon? It's only noon. What?
No.
You saying thank you?
Oh,
you say hi? You okay? That's Thomas. Yeah. Should we go put on our coats? Go for a car ride? So now we are going to go see my friend Holly. I've got my Earl Grey in my Contigo. These are my favorite coffee mugs. I swear they would keep your drink actually hot for 12 hours. They're bananas. Do you need some help? You can zip it up. Zip, zip. Nailed it. That's Thomas's new trick. Zipping up the coat. Okay, we are going to go for a car ride. Yeah, I'm just gonna get my shoes. Going to see my friend Holly. Hold on, let me just put you down for a second. Hey, yo. Going to see my friend Holly, but Thomas loves a car ride, so we're gonna have a visit while I drive us in the car. You ready? Ready? Boom, boom. Okay, all done, he says. And I'm not sure where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do, but the weather is decent. And rather than just sitting and letting Thomas watch TV, I asked her if she would mind that we went for a car ride and visited, and she said no. So that's what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll show you some of the scenery. I'm not sure where we're gonna go, but just having a chill Saturday. This is usually why I don't vlog on Saturdays, because I feel like it's boring, but it's nice to have Thomas in a video. And I'm trying to get back into the swing of vlogging because I missed it and I haven't done it routinely this year. Been sick, etc. you enjoyed that little bit of scenery. We're back here at the house for a few minutes. I often try to plan little pockets of visits throughout the weekend. I've mentioned this before, but as a single parent, I can find weekends incredibly long and lonely. And so that's why, like, we had coffee with Deb this morning, then we just went for that drive with my friend Holly. Ordinarily, I try to at least have one adult interaction on a Saturday and one on a Sunday, like something to do, not just errands and groceries and Thomas's swimming and stuff like that. Today just ended up being 3, which I'm totally fine with. We're gonna go to my friend Amber Lee's in a bit. She and I are watching The Crown, so we're gonna watch an episode of that. But I find that that really helps to like plan ahead and to reach out to friends, because weekends can be long and lonely. I was just about to pull a super attractor card, so I thought I would do it on camera. These are cards that coincide with Gabby Bernstein's book Super Attractor, which we read last year in the Mary's book club. They're just really pretty cards that have like mantras and enlightening things on them, so I'm gonna pick one. I wish you could pick one. Which one should I pick? Okay, this one looks good. This one says, my super attractor power comes from how I feel, my faith in love, and the joy I put out. So I usually will pull one and then I leave it on my desk for a few days and then I pull another one. I wanted to do a giveaway in today's video, and there's something that I've been wanting to talk about with you for a while now, but I wanted to make sure that I had the time and the energy to do so, because it was something that was so helpful and transformative to me, and now I'm super excited that I get to gift it to you as well. So I am teaming up with TOI Magazine again in today's video. Thomas and I were featured in an issue last year, which I just happen to have right here. This was the issue that we were in. We were on the back cover, and then they did a very generous spread about me and featured T-Bone in the magazine. So we teamed up to do a giveaway, and we're doing another one in this video. So you're gonna get this copy of the magazine sent to you. You're also gonna get a copy of this book. It's called The Science of Positivity, and it was written by Dr. Loretta Grisano Bruning. I'm sorry if I totally just butchered your name, but this is what the book looks like. It says, stop negative thought patterns by changing your brain chemistry. And it's a really interesting book about how we are quite often trained to think negatively or in a cynical way, and that with work you can actually rewire your brain. That says it best on the back. It says, you can permanently replace cynical thought patterns with realistic and optimistic thoughts, and then you get those like release of happy chemicals as well. I am a firm believer that you can change your thought patterns. You can change the way you think. I've seen it in myself with my work in therapy and my EMDR therapy, and this book feels like a really nice continuation of that. So you're gonna get a copy of this. I like that in this book they talk about like why your brain goes negative and then how to escape those negative thoughts, because no one's perfect. Like, I definitely suffer from this. We all do, where you know, you jump to the negative even though you don't want to. So you're gonna win a copy of this book, and then you're also going to win a session with someone who I very luckily had the honor of having a session with in January, and it was so transformative. Her name is Nicola Salter, and she is a coach, an expert, and she works with people and helps them get through their blocks. She says, you know, we are often trying to set ourselves goals and set ourselves things that we want to achieve, or how we want our life to look, or what we're trying to do, but we don't often look at like what's blocking us and what we're putting up in our own way. So I had the chance to have an hour session with her over Skype. She is based in California, and it was so transformative. I took pages and pages and pages of notes. I was just like constantly writing. She had to stop talking so I could like catch up and take notes. But so she asked me ahead of time to come up with a couple of things that I was struggling with and what I thought my blocks were. I don't necessarily want to share the specifics with you because it's super personal, but I will say one had to do with parenting and another one had to do with business, and woven throughout that was my grief. And some of the things she said, as many like books as I've read and as much therapy as I've done and introspection and journaling, and like I do a lot of work on myself on a day-to-day basis, she saw me in ways in which I'd never thought of before, and she just cut through so many of my blocks within like the first 5 minutes. You know, one thing I will share with you is that she really helped me realize, because of what I've been through, how I've been in this state of hypervigilance for so many years, and what a toll that takes on your nervous system, your mental health, but also your body. We talked about how like my walking pneumonia and then what turned into strep this month could really be related to a lot of that hypervigilance state and that stress. And my grief, she really helped me realize how much work I still have to do on my grief in losing Jeremy, and what I need to focus on with my therapist, which was incredibly helpful. And like I said, I just took so many notes. You know, she talked about, like, one thing I wrote was visualize what I want my life with Thomas to look like. And then later on we were talking about, you know, she said, like, if I could wave a magic wand and your life could be perfect and it could be the utmost exact of what you want it to look like, what would that look like? And I told her, and she said, none of what I saw in my perfect vision for my life had anything to do with me. Like, a lot of it was helping others and growing the marathon and giving Thomas a life of abundance and help and, you know, calm and safety. And she's like, so you have this like magical house and, you know, you've built this like incredible life for yourself. What are you doing? She's like, are you doing yoga on the patio? Are you swimming? I was like, I have no idea. So that was really eye-opening to me. Like, here I am building this life, but she's like, you really need to take the time for yourself. And I instantly changed. Like, right after our call, she talked a lot to me about how I wasn't taking just like time for myself every single day. So I've been like purposefully sitting and meditating, purposely sitting and journaling, and not just doing little bits here and there, making sure it's like when Thomas isn't home so I can actually have quiet time to reflect on what's happening and my circumstances and stuff, as much like reflecting as I think I do. She just made me really realize how much I'm not taking care of myself and how that is blocking the goals that I have, or the concerns I have as like a parent and a single parent and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, is it ironic that in the middle of that I had to stop and go tend to Thomas? I don't think so. Anyway, she was so good. She helped me so much in 1 hour. And now TOI is giving that chance to one of you. So I will put all the information down below on how you can win the magazine, the book, and a session with Nicola. You just have to go to the TOI Instagram and they will have all the details there for you to enter to win. I want to gift all of my girlfriends an hour with Nicola. Like, it was so helpful, and she had a way of seeing me that I've never had before and has helped me so much. It's been a month now since we spoke, and I've gone through my notes multiple times, and I'm like really taking the time as much as I can to reflect on what she said and to shift things. So it's already helped how I feel as a parent, and it's given me a lot of pause on where I want to go with things for Thomas and myself. So that being said, I would love for one of you to win it. So go on over to the TOI Instagram and you can enter to win. All the links and the information will be down below. Just picture like the mind blown emoji right now.
Hi, I'm Nicola, and thank you, Mare, for having me today. You are such an inspiration. I'm so excited about your new book. And we got some time to collaborate together a little while ago during a session, and I'm so grateful for you to share some of those highlights with everyone today. And to continue on from that, I want to add that, you know, most of us are really good at pushing through at what we do work-wise and balancing home and family and work. But one of the biggest problems we have is understanding when to switch that off. And that can be a tricky thing for so many of us because we are so good at multi-skilling. And I often say to my clients as I'm working with them to help them redefine themselves is to say to them, look, why are you doing this? What is it that is ultimately important to you, for you? For you personally, not for the family, not for everyone around you, but what is it that you want? And it's surprising that so many of us forget to ask ourselves what it is we want and why we're driving ourselves so hard and why we feel guilty sometimes if we're not even working as hard as we think we should be. So look at what it is you want to create for you in this lifetime. Envision this, get excited about it, get your envisioning board out and put up the vacation, the house, the car, whatever it is you want. There's no judgment here. It's really what is in your heart and makes you excited. Because I tell you, when you are working hard and things are a little bumpy, as I say, you're going to look up and you're going to look at that envisioning board, or you're going to pass that envisioning board in your room and you're going to say, yes, this is why I am doing this. This is why I love doing this. And this is what I want to create for me. It's so important because universally in quantum physics, the universal laws are, it's important to be of service, but it's also important to be fulfilled. And in that way, we balance our lives and we actually come into more success. Now that success can be abundance, it can be wealth, it can be whatever it is that you want. And mine, for example, my passion is to create prosperity for everybody. So I'm working with my clients to help them redefine themselves and find their purpose and be of service and do what they love. And then in turn, as they get that, I promote them, they promote me. It's one big happy family. It's all about sharing prosperity and discovering the magic within you and the magic that's around you and the synchronicity of life and all of those messages that we often get that we don't often see. So I'm opening everybody up to these new insights and perspectives about life so you can build on your success. Now, I think a really good question I often get asked is, you know, I keep pushing so hard and I'm working hard and I don't want to take time off, but it's tiring. I'm stressed and I don't know how to maintain my capacity and maintain the speed. So often I will look at what the emotional code is. What is that old emotion that you're holding on to from the past that is driving you now in this time and creating those limiting beliefs for you? What is it that happened to you that created this new pattern? And that this pattern's holding you in a state of hypervigilance. It's preparedness the whole time, which is very stressful. And so we look at that and look back at your life and look and define what moment in your life, what happened for you to create this belief system. Like, why do I feel I have to keep pushing so hard? Was it because there's a fear of failure behind that? Just something to think about. So I would suggest with that for most of us, there's usually a lack of trust A lack of trust about where we are right now and what we're doing, because we don't trust the process and what's coming, because we feel we need to control. So there's a big difference between control and intention. So in order to help let go of that control and bring in trust, I like to suggest using sandalwood oil, sandalwood essential oil, which you can use in the diffuser, a couple of drops in the diffuser in the office or at home. And what it does is it releases these neurochemicals from the brain that pass through your system and help to relax the nervous system. So try it out. Let me know what you think. There are so many different methods that I use and techniques that are super unique and very powerful to help you let go of these limiting beliefs and discover where they may have even come from, so you can fully understand why this is happening to you. And I'm going to explore that more with you in your free session. And I'm excited to work with one of you. I'm so excited to help you break free of these limiting emotions and look into breaking out and building what it is that you do want. Mare, thank you so much. I love you. Good luck with that amazing book of yours. You are stunning, and I will see you soon. Mwah.
Well, just as we started today's vlog, we're going to end the vlog here in my bathroom. I just want to take off my makeup and go read my book and probably fall asleep. It is 7:05 on a Saturday night. Yes, it is. We watched a couple episodes of The Crown. We were both very apprehensive to start season 3 since it's like a whole new cast, but we watched 2 episodes and I'm in. It's such a well-made show. We ordered some sushi and Thomas had fun and it was a really nice evening, and he's already asleep and I will be soon. Yes, I will. Gonna go back to reading The Cactus, and I made myself some licorice tea. Wild Saturday night. I like these nights, honestly. I like my evenings. I like the little routine I have and the twinkle lights and the salt lamp. Like, I talk about this in the book, but like creating a real rejuvenation station or a Zen den in my room, it's really important to me. Anyway, let me know if you want a full video on that sometime. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go over to the TOI Instagram. I'll link it down below so you can enter to win. And I will see you in the next one. Lace up, subscribe. Remember, life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I'll see you soon. Bye.